Hi guys, so I'm back. I'm gonna try and make this as short as possible this time around, so not too long because I know with it data iyadura, and because we're all struggling, so like we can't be trying to be those type of people, flossing ka data. I mean, really stop. Please evaluate your life. But in case, so yeah, I think where we left off was I spoke a little bit about my first few jobs, but now I want to talk to you guys about the pressure of working and trying to be a cool kid at the same time, trying to be all fancy. I actually remember that I got to Johannesburg in 2010. And the first time I actually went to Sandton, the mall, Sandton City, whatever it's called, was in 2014 because I thought, man, it was like this world to me. And I was like, yo, I don't fit in there. So what will I be doing there? So yeah, I remember that in 2012, my sister had a car, long story, yeah, in any case we won't get into it because indaba zakhe lezo English ngazingeni thina. So in any case she had a car that it was with an ex-boyfriend, and then I went to go fetch it. Guys, that car was a skorokoro. Hey, was a real skorokoro. I used to call it Kidiboni because that car had seen everything. So in any case, we went to fetch this car. I had just got on my license, didn't know how to drive properly, and we were driving from like the south all the way to Little Falls or whatever this place is called, right? Mangfiga, the car is moving, sure, KZI, I go park. Next day, I'm going to work at the school now, like finishing off my last few days in the school. And imoto, yes, I battery. Now, for a person who's never had a car in their life and a car battery just dies out of the blue, you just like, hey, but nah, what's going on? So in any case, I called Willard. They came, they changed the battery. Bangroba, because what they're supposed to do is that when they change a battery, they're supposed to give you like a discount if you have a battery inside the car. In any case, Bangroba, so whatever, God bless them. They changed my battery, so I showcase imoto yahamba. Hey guys, that car. Sninini, if I'm a spark fuses, whatever it's called. Sninini, the lights stop working. I'm driving with one eye, cough for one eye, guys, in the middle of the night. Hey, guys. And then at some point, I went out with friends. Also, abangani, guys, be very careful of friends because friends are not good for you. In actual fact, when I first got the car, my dad said to me, you are not a taxi, because let me tell you, your friends are not going to help you the day you are in trouble with that car, whether it be fines, whether it be a broken car, or whether you are stuck on the side of the road because of petrol. And I didn't believe him. Yes, truth pop, it happened. So we went to a party and then got into some little fight with an ex-boyfriend, whatever. Ngathi avutela itempa yam, got so mad at him, got into car as I was driving, hit a rock, bent the control arm of the car, tire set down. Yeah, guys, imoto iyahlala in Lone Hill for a good 3 weeks because I didn't have money to get it fixed. My friends all disappeared. But disappeared abangani. Nobody could help me. Nobody could even take me to my car to go and get somebody to tow it. Guys, it was so bad. So be very, very careful of friends. But in case, yeah, so Ukidiboni was a white polo. I had some good times with Ukidiboni. But it was tough because it was an old car. I think it was clocking something like 300 and something thousand kilometers. It was a code 2, so it had been broken before, and then it got broken again, and then it got broken again, and then I got it after it got broken like 100 times. But in any case, I'm busy, Finally, when I moved to the advertising, the PR job, Kidiboni started doing funny things. Couldn't understand for the life of me. So, Kidiboni, guys, I'll be driving and then I'll start seeing smoke around me. How can't smoke? Guys, Kidiboni used to smoke up. Like there'll just be smoke. I'll see smoke on the dashboard, like on the windscreen, yonkit, and people are at that time looking at you. That's emoto that is like smoking up. But in case eventually somebody opened up Kidiboni in the bonnet, and they found out my tappet cover. It was actually broken, and somebody used normal glue, to glue it up, guys. Oh, bangtela ukuthi you have to buy a new tappet cover. As a tappet cover was malini. Tappet cover for a Volkswagen is not cheap, guys. So I was like, hey, planning spare parts, or those get spare places or whatever they're called, where they park like cars that have been in accidents, whatever. So they sell spare parts. Anyway, I found one in El Dorado Park. hey, ngwana go push, I go El Dorado Park in Johannesburg. My sister drove me in her old car. Oh God. And we went to go buy this tablet cover, guys. That time we don't even know what this thing looks like. So that like, I don't get sold something that is not even the real thing. Hi man, sathenga tablet cover. No problem. Brought it. Then brought it back, and then my friend, my boss's uncle actually used to have a Volkswagen spare places, and then so he fixed the tablet cover for me. Why glue? Showcase. No, ugidiboni ushap. Hey, gidiboni. Hey guys, ugidiboni. My driver, hey hi. I drove all the way from Joburg to Bushbuck Ridge, and by the God's grace, the car, like every single time I drive, like I'd have to stop every 100 kilometers to check what's the oil in Jani, guys. The oil would just disappear out of the car. Bengi driver and scoops the oil and he freeze because Ogindiboni would just run out of oil, guys. Oh my God, like you all don't understand. Like I know the prices of oil, guys, and I know the different types of oil, and then also antifreeze. I mean, it's not freeze, it's called antifreeze. Hey, Ogindiboni showed me flames, guys, but that was like it was an inherited car, so I had no issues with it. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to just like go with the motions, because what else do you do? But you like a car sometimes is crucial in Johannesburg, because I'm a taxi now, yo guys, and at that time there was like taxi violence. In any case, drove home, this car broke down. Literally, when I entered my dad's gate, it broke down, and I was like, thank you, Father God. But yeah, I mean, other pressures, it wasn't just the car. And people were pressurizing me, like, girl, just buy a new car. You've got a new job. We are yay, yay. Don't just buy a car because you want to buy a car. Banks will always make sure that you can afford a car. Guys, don't buy a car if you can't afford a car. My father always says, if you can't buy that car twice, or you can't pay double that installment, rather just leave it alone, because it's not worth it. Because a car is not just installment. A car will just break. Tablet cover will break, and then uzotini. I'm a tire. Just last week I had to buy tires for my other car, and I'm just like, hey guys, again you are M twin. And then I remember that I moved into this flat in Randburg, guys, in Patalo 2.1. Gone are those days. I miss those days. It was a huge flat in Randburg. It was old. It faced breaky, like serious face breaky, but it was old. Like it was an old flat. Every time I drive past it now, I always tell people, I'm like, yo guys, these are my roots, guys. This is where I come from. So yeah, I used to live in this place called Colorado, and guys, it had so many mafele, like so many cockroaches. Well, I still have cockroaches, so whatever. But in any case, yeah, so I lived in this place, and people get us. We didn't have furniture. For the longest time, besingana furniture. I rent back, guys. Ngothenga furniture. Ngifuna couch, guys. And couches are so expensive, guys. I walked into like a Rochester, whatever. Like I walked into all these shops, and couches were like averaging 10,000, and I was like, nah. So I wasn't taking couch at 10,000, nah, guys. I will not be a part of that. Walked into this shop called Polar something in Randburg. It's got like a polar bear, guys. And taking couch at 3,000. I bought it. 3,000 rand. My couch was 3,000 rand. I bought it. I went somewhere else and I bought myself a carpet. I was just like, you know what? Anginamali mina your furniture. So ngizosithengela izinto simple. And ilife yaqhuba. We actually had a great time in that flat. But yeah, people would visit me and they'll be like, you live here? And I'll be like, yeah. We got a swimming pool, okay? I live here. And yeah, it was bad. And people said, why don't you move out? Because I'm paying 2,100 rand every month. That's why I'm not moving out. Don't be out here asking me stupid questions and putting me under pressure, please. So don't get pressurized again. Don't get pressurized to buy a house. Don't get pressurized to move out if you're still renting. If it still works for you, that's what you do. Boo, 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 boo thing. That's what you do. Don't feel pressurized. Also, does it really matter? Does it matter? Like, if indoda ifuna ukuvakashela, mayukhiphe. Why ifuna ukuvakashela endlini yakho in the first place? A man should be taking you out. So where you live should not matter. And in this effect, don't men want to save us? So really, if you can see ukuthi ngihlala in a flat dingy, save me. Save me, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's the other thing about pressure that I want to tell you guys. Don't feel pressurized. Like, take your time. Do things according to your own pace. Run your own race. Because the moment you start running someone else's race, uzoba under pressure. Even in the clubs, like this thing ukuthi y'all want to be buying shots and doing all. Siswam, if you drink a certain drink, that's what you must drink. Don't put yourself under pressure, because at the end of the day, you're the one who wakes up every morning and comes back every evening from work, a job that sometimes you might hate, going to school that you might not like. So rather use that money for something that you actually like and actually something that you enjoy. So yeah, I'm gonna sign out today. Next time I'll start talking a little bit about now the progression from uksokola, like literally struggling, to more on the side of some of the things that I did and some of the decisions that I made that got me where I am today. The one thing I always remember is my boss saying to me, my boss when I was doing direct marketing, literally selling shit to people, he said to me, do what you need to do now so that you don't have to do it at a later stage in life. In other words, work so hard that later in life you don't have to work. Like me right now, I ain't working, I'm chilling at home and I'm comfortable. Yes, I'd like to go back to work because I'm bored, but I'm chilled. Ni comfortable. I know that my bills at the end of the month will be paid. And also, try not to have bills, guys. Try not to have bills. Credit is good, but not always. And the system is made in such a way that gets us into debt. So we'll talk a little bit about debt next week. And just a few things here and there. Mwah.